Okay, so I have in front of me Dayton Audio dual 6.5 two-way tower speaker pair. Yeah, this is a pair. Yes, this is a speaker. You see how small this is? This comes to my waist. There are two tower speakers in here. What I have done is I went to Amazon and I purchased the cheapest pair of tower speakers you can buy anywhere. And so we're gonna see what this is all about. Now, disclaimer, this does have 4 stars, 4.5 stars actually. So this may be better than what I'm expecting, but 2 speakers for the pair of Nike shoes. Let's figure out what's going on inside this box. We're gonna crack this open from the bottom side, since that's where we are right now. Switch sides here. All right. Like I said, this is from Amazon. I was searching around for things to review for you guys, and oftentimes when I do that, I run into these speakers here, and I decided, okay, you keep popping up for me, you have 4.5 stars, you're only 150 bucks, why not buy it? All right, and I'm pretty aware of Dayton Audio. They're pretty reputable, so, oh, a box inside the box. Here we go. All right. Now, let's see if there's anything on this box. Let's see if there's anything on this box here. Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's open it some more. Here we go. Styrofoam. Now would you look at that? There's one, and these are super light. I mean, I can pretty much just pick these up with one hand and move them where I want to. Oh, hitting the camera with it. All right, so there are 3 things in the box. 2 of them are speakers, and the third item is the owner's manual with some speaker wires, like 20 gauge wire, but you get some speaker wire in here to hook them up to whatever you're gonna be using them for. Probably close to 10 feet long. Not a bad touch. The owner's manual was 1 page thick, so it's pretty simple. You plug them up and you're done. So let's unwrap these, I should say. Let's see. They're incredibly light. So the purpose of me buying these is just to see how bad or good are $150 pair of speakers that are this tall and this light. How good or bad can they be? I'm just more curious. It's more of a fun video. But just in case you're somebody out there who doesn't want to spend a lot of money, just wants to put some sort of audio in maybe like a listening room, a kid's playroom, maybe outside function, maybe this is what you're looking for. And so I'm going to tell you if it's worth picking up or not. All right, so let's turn one around and we'll take a grill off another so we can see. All right, so here are the Dayton Audio 6.5. They're a 2-way design here. So 2 6.5 drivers, and then you have the tweeter on top. The back side has nothing on it, just some spring terminals there at the bottom. And then a little Dayton Audio sticker down there. So it says these are the model T652. So T652, that's 6.5s and then a tweeter. So there you go. The power rating is 5 watts up to 90 watts, and they are rated at a 6 ohm, surprisingly. And then they have a frequency response of 45 hertz up to 20 kilohertz. That's what the sticker down at the bottom says. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's what the sticker says. So let's move this one out of the way and let's take a look at the drivers there. So I don't know really anything about this speaker at all. I didn't do any research intentionally, just to kind of leave it up to a surprise when I got them. MDF wood, of course, 150 bucks. Feels like a rubber surround here. Paper cone. Looks like it's coated, treated somewhat. But I mean, it is what it is. I think what we just need to do is plug them up and play some songs and some movies, and see what's gonna happen. We're gonna do that in this review today. We're gonna play and plug them up. At the very bottom, you have a port. Now it's front ported, which is actually good. So if you're gonna put these against the wall, you won't too much worry about boundary gain. All the port air will be coming from the front. Now the only concern that we may have with a cheaper speaker like this is how bad is port chuffing? How much bass is gonna come from the speaker? If there is a good amount of bass coming from this speaker, then there will be a lot of air coming from that port down there, which will cause port chuffing. Port chuffing is when there's more air coming out than there is space, and so you hear that air escape the speaker cabinet. So we'll plug these up where my Cantons are right now, and let's see what we can do. All right, Dayton Audios are set up. I have the left side with the grill off, so we'll pay attention to that one more than the right side with the grill on, just so you guys can see both together. But they are hooked up. They are hooked up in the place of the Cantons. The subs are completely off. The crossover is turned off as well. I want to see what kind of bass reproduction this can do. We're not going to blast it loud, so I'm not worried about damaging the speaker, but we're going to feed it full range to see what happens to it. So I got some non-copyright music here that should be in pretty good audio quality. I will switch over the microphone to my stereo mic, and we'll try to get the best representation that we can, and then right after I will tell you if they sound like 150 or if maybe they sound a little bit better than that. So let's switch over mics and take a listen. All right, let's turn up the volume real quickly. This is a hip hop song. Let's see what they can do. We're just going to go through this non-copyright playlist and just listen to a few of them together and see how they sound. So far, not too bad. It's not terrible, I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad. It's not bad. We'll try a few more. We'll try to do some with some voices here in a second. It's not bad, honestly. I'll save my overall full thoughts in just a second, but it's not too bad. Now, I need to go find something with some vocals in it, so give me a second to find something for that. I mean, honestly, it's not terrible. I didn't have any expectations before I bought them, and even opening the box, I still didn't have any expectations, but whatever I did think about them, it did better than what I thought they would do. Of course, it sounds like a box. It's boxy. I guarantee you there's no bracing in here. I mean, why do you need it? It's a small speaker like this at 90 watts. It's just a box with two speakers inside of it and a tweeter with a hole in the bottom. It's really what it sounds like. That's what it is. So, I mean, my expectations are, you know, it's not hard to exceed. But they actually did get surprised. They had a pretty good bit of bass to them, and actually the upper register, the vocals wasn't too bad, especially pop songs with the female voices. They sounded pretty good, to be honest with you. I mean, good for the money you're spending. It definitely does the job. If somebody's getting something like this, again, you're getting it for like an outdoor event. You need some audio in the backyard, at the patio. If you want a small system in a kid's playroom or media room or something like that, or you just want a little bit of audio downstairs in the basement, this is perfect. If you don't want something big, I mean, this is great. If you want something small but a little bit bigger than a bookshelf speaker just to give you a little bit more bass, yeah, maybe this is it. It sounds pretty good for the money that you spent. $156, I think, was the total after tax and everything. Yeah. You get 2 speakers for $150, and I really had no complaints at all. I'm actually a little bit mind blown that it sounded as good as it did for the price tag and the build quality and stuff like that. Again, Dayton Audio, they are a reputable brand. I know them pretty well. They do sell actually really good stuff. This is actually the first time I've ever had any Dayton Audio in my vicinity at all. So it sounds a lot better than I thought. I'm sitting on my feet right now, and you can see like it comes up to my shoulders. So they're a really small speaker. So if you're somebody who wants just something at all, just a little bit of audio and don't care really what you're getting, I think you should look at this. They have a matching home theater setup, like a center channel and everything, and some bookshelves. So you can create yourself a 5-channel system if you want to, and pair it up with a receiver or whatever, and you have yourself a little home theater system. I'm not going to do any kind of home theater demo on these at all because I already know it's going to happen. They're going to sound boxy and boomy. They'll do the job, but it's not worth speaking on. It's going to sound the same. But yeah, they'll do whatever you want them to do, and they actually seem to handle a pretty good amount of power. I don't know if it sounded loud to you guys on your side, depending on how I edit the video. But I put a pretty good bit of power to them, definitely close to 90 watts, so that's their maximum. And they did fine. You can definitely turn these up pretty loud with no issue. So with that being said, guys, I went on Amazon and bought the cheapest speaker, and actually wasn't displeased at all. So let me know some other speakers or equipment that's really cheap that you guys seen that you want to know more about. Let's see if I can find some more stuff. If I go on Amazon and find some more cheap things, I'll try to buy them and bring them on the channel and see if they're really cheap or maybe they're a prize in disguise. So let me know if you guys find anything like that down below in the comment section. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are not already. We will see you for some more fun in the next video. Cape Bay Sky out. Peace.